How's it going, guys? I'm Gene.
I'm Jug.
This is the True Blends Barbershop Podcast. Come to episode two.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 now. Let's go right into it where we left off. Kind of. We're talking about with the Clippers, right? Last time.
Yeah. I think we was talking about the Clippers we like the best. Y'all, excuse me. I had something in my eye.
We'll go. Well, what did we say? We were talking about earlier. What was the Clipper you couldn't live without?
Right. Facts.
So Clipper. Well, we start with mine. Jug's gonna present his next week.
Yeah.
But we'll do mine. So mine is gonna be the JRL right here, man. I actually got this from my brother Jug right here. Originally, it has a new blade on it, but I would say that this is my go-to, my everyday. This will do everything I needed to do, and so much that I had to go and get another one, just so I have two of them. For me, a lot of it's going to be that click lever, man. I just love it. You can tell where it's at. Even with any other clipper, you learn it, but I feel like this just makes it so much simplified for anybody. Then you already know the 2-speed on it. It'll crank it up just a little bit. I think for me that's everything, man.
Now I will say, when I used it for a day, I absolutely loved it. My only problem was that, if y'all can tell, I got real big hands, man.
Show me your hand, Joe. Show
Look,
show
so
me for the big
it
guys.
literally looked like
Look at it.
an ice cream cone.
There's a big difference
in my hand. Like, for real, like it didn't feel like it.
I think that's all it is.
I need a little weight.
I think that each one fits people differently. You know what I mean? For me, I just like it. You know what I mean? It's not too heavy. It's not bulky. It does what I need it to do. You know what I mean?
But like I said, when I did use it, I loved the way the way it faded. I loved the way that it went through bulk. I loved everything about the clipper. It's an all-purpose clipper. My only problem with it was
it was
a little small in my hand. I promise you, it felt like I was holding an ice cream cone.
It's crazy because when you hold it, you can see it. It looks smaller. You can see it. It looks small second in your hand.
Look, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Like, for real.
It looks small.
Like you can't even see the inside of the clipper in my hand. So when I'm fading, I'm literally fading like this, where the average person would probably. It's crazy because I can't even
your hand
hold it.
It doesn't feel like you're holding it.
Yeah, it don't feel like I'm holding it. But I love the feel of it. Maybe JRL should make JRL clipper like this, but for guys with big hands, maybe make it a little bit longer, and I would buy it. I'll buy 2 pairs.
Just send them over to your hand, Jug.
Yeah, send them on. Put it in Jug's hand.
Jug's hand.
Yeah.
But if we want to go, we'll jump into questions.
Yeah, if y'all wondering what's in my cup, mind your business. It's good. It's good. Hey, Jack, let's go.
Let's see. Question number 1. What would you have more of, time or money, and why?
I
know that's crazy.
I would say more time, because I started living life as I got older. I understood what life was, and I had a different appreciation.
Yeah.
Money, I don't play with a lot of money. That I don't even care about money, because you can't take it with you.
I feel like as you're younger, everyone chases money more.
Yeah.
Than the time.
Because you never think.
You're letting go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would have to. It would have to be time for me, because I know that one day that hourglass is going, and that's going to be it. You know what I mean? And I ain't got no control over that.
Yeah.
I can wake up every day, and if I set my mind to make some money, I can make some money. But even money can't pay for time.
You can't buy time back.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah. I'm gonna say time.
I'm with you on that one. I say time because, like you're saying, you can't get it back once it's gone. You know what I mean? And like you say, even myself as a young man, I think I chased money a lot. You know what I mean? I gave up a lot of hours working regular jobs. I worked 12, 15 hours just chasing the money, and I'm realizing the time that I was taking from my family, from my kids. You know what I mean? For me, it's going to be time. If I could get anything back or trade anything, I would trade the time to get the time back.
Yeah.
You know, the time that I didn't get to spend with them. You know what I mean? You know, my kids are old. You know what I mean? Your kids getting older.
Yeah.
As they get older, you realize that a lot of time was wasted. You know what I mean? Yeah, we made a lot of money, had a lot of good times with them, but I would have rather had more time with them than anything, you know.
You know, the second half of my life though, is the most coolest part, right? Because you know how it is, Jay. Like I just had two grandkids 2 weeks apart from each other, from my next to the oldest son and my next to the youngest son, crazy. Right? And the cool thing about that is I get to see it.
Yeah.
Right. And I know it's a lot of cats that won't get to see it. So I'm gonna be the most crippling granddaddy that you could possibly be to a kid. I'm gonna let them, man.
And you can have everything.
Whatever they want to do, bro. I'm gonna, like, for real, bro. We're gonna have fun, like, because I know that for the first half of my life, I had to work to build it up, and you know, my son's got a different appreciation, and my daughters, but I want them to be able to see what they should do. Don't get caught up in chasing the money, because you be chasing the money and the dude will be on a yacht somewhere chilling and enjoying his life, and you
chasing money,
and you chasing money for somebody else. If you're gonna chase some money, chase it for yourself. But I'm going with the time. I wish I could, because I would, man, bro.
Well, you know what's crazy is you know, even for like us here, like that's why, you know, I tell everybody, you know, stick to your hours. You know, 5 days a week. You know, we're open 9 to 6, close Sunday 9 to 3. That's why I tell guys, you know what I mean, you got to remember your family time's got to be family time. And that's one thing I think I've learned in my life, that if I can share with any other barber, is, you know, make sure that your family time is your family time, and, you know, keep it going. Sometimes, you know, people do need them after hour cuts. Sometimes people want them early morning cuts, and that's okay every now and then. And just make sure you're getting compensated for it. You know what I mean? Make sure they are paying you a little extra. You know what I mean? I got clients to where I don't even have to tell them it's extra anymore. You got clients you don't got to tell them.
We don't say nothing.
They just pay it because they understand. Hey, you know, time is money. You know, you came in late, or you stayed later, you came in early, and they respect it. And I respect my clients the same way. You know what I mean? They obviously know it's outside of the hours, and I'm comfortable with it. But it ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna be here cutting till 11 o'clock.
You know,
we ain't doing that. Shop closed at 6. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna go home to my family every day, and I think that's one thing I try to teach.
That's important.
And any barber that comes in here, or any barber even outside of here that I've talked to, that's the one thing I preach to them, is make sure, you know, you value your time, because the time we can't get back. You know what I mean? We can never get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. And more so, like, say me, I'm the same. I pick time all day. You know what I mean? The money's gonna come. You know, like we said last week, you know, hey, the money's gonna come if you focus on the cut and you focus on what's important. The money's gonna come regardless. So, you know what I mean? Understand that and put them both together, you know, and make sure your time is valuable and you'll get it. You know, let me see.
Sorry, y'all. I just had to shut my cousin. Cause let me tell y'all something. It's 6:54 our time, Arizona time. About 7:30, 7:15, this phone gonna ring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making sure that everything is good and everybody remember that we doing the podcast. But like Gene said, the one thing you can't get back is that valuable time that you spend with your family. Like, real talk. It's different. And it means a lot when you start getting older. Because the worst thing you could do is I tell y'all something crazy. So I had been working, on the road doing music, doing all kind of stuff, working for the Department of Defense. I mean, I had every job from shoveling shit to working at the bank, right?
I think we all did that.
Yeah, everybody did it, right? And I'm gonna tell you, the craziest thing in the world is you start seeing your kids grow, and then they feel like you don't know who they are, right? Because you're not right there in their face, right?
You're not there 24/7.
They don't, right? You know, and they always say, you know, if you're the man and you're not out making the money, your family lose, and then if while you are out in the out there getting the money, you're doing it for the family, so that they don't ever have to see what you went through. So only thing I say is split the time. I'm not saying go broke to party and do things with your family, but I'm just saying if you're gonna work, take some of that money and invest it into the growth and prosperity of your family. At least show them what it is, so that when you get to a point financially and you leave them something, or they got more, they don't spend the time off of what they saw from you. They start living, because all the money that we make and all of the stuff that we do out here as barbers and working every day and doing in everyday life, we don't see it. But
it's all to buy stuff, buy this or that. You take a trip here and there.
Yeah, but the big payoff is when you're not here no more, and the house is paid off, and the cars is paid off, and
family's good,
and you got property.
And I think what's crazy is I think that's where a lot of barbers fail too, is that they don't save nothing. A lot of guys they don't save, they won't even save $1 every week, which is so mind-boggling. Like, it's so easy to just save some money, you know what I mean? And you don't have to necessarily just save it to, okay, I saved up 100,000 in the bank. Don't just save 100,000. If you save 100,000, invest it in something. Buy some real estate.
Do something.
You know what I mean? Buy some property. Like Charles was here today, my realtor, and we were talking about, like, if you buy property today, he does the numbers, every month to see what's going up, how pricing houses is, and looking at it, he's like, look, it's going to go up next year. The housing market price is going to go up. So imagine you bought a house today, and say the same time next year, that house made 100,000 equity in it. You can sell it, walk away with 100,000. You know what I mean? And
it probably costs you 40. It probably costs you 40.
Yeah.
Put 20 anywhere from 20 to 40,000 to get to secure the house.
Yeah, to secure it. And now you walked away with 100.
Yeah.
Like, barbers, I think, need to understand there's so much they can do with their money instead of buying new Jordans, buying new gold chains, you don't need that new car. You know what I mean? You don't need a new pair of pants every week. Like if you got 2 weeks worth of clothes, you really don't need no more clothes, bro. That's too much clothes already.
Man, look, he was talking about me. he ain't gonna say that. The Jug man got more Jordans than you could think of, right? But I stopped. I did. I stopped. I had to stop and look at things, and and put things into perspective and save a little bit more. And sometimes as a barber, you make the money and you feel like a D-boy inside your mind. You like, oh man, I'm hustling. It's more of a hustle than a career, when you starting off, because in no other job do they put the money in your hand every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You physically can touch it, unless you
touch it every day, and I think it comes so quick too.
It come quick and it leave quick if you don't have a plan. You know what I mean? So you gotta you gotta do what you're supposed to do, or they're gonna Wesley snipe your ass. Yeah, you're gonna be in jail. Real shit.
Hey, pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes, baby.
Make sure you pay the taxes.
You better know what you're spending, because they're gonna Wesley snipe that.
That's why I tell all the barbers, make sure you save at least 10% for taxes.
Facts.
10% of whatever you make every week, put away for taxes, please.
Yes, sir.
If I could preach that to anybody, put away 10%.
Put it away.
Cover your taxes, pay your taxes. Uncle Sam will never mess with you.
Sometimes it's good not to get a church that 10%. Give it to IRS, because they gonna come get you. The Lord will forgive you, but IRS won't.
Yeah, that's you can't run from them.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously, I would tell any barber, put away another 10% if you can. If you can't live off
yourself,
if you can't live off of 80%, man, you're doing something wrong, man. You're doing something
facts.
wrong.
Facts. If you're a successful barber, and when I say successful, I'm not saying successful to anybody's standards. Everybody has their own standards when it comes to success. A successful barber in Alabama is going to be different than a successful barber in New York or Miami, Florida, from Texas. So success is based off of what you perceive as success, right?
What are you comfortable with?
What you comfortable with calling success?
Hey, $600 a week, that might be success. You know, there's a lot of people come from making $200-300 a week. So and I think that's the hardest part with what we do is a guy might come into this. They're used to making 200-300. Now they're making 6,000, 7,000, 1,500, and it comes that quick. But they want to spend it just that quick.
Yeah, and then you can't. Then when it's time to feed your family, or if something serious happened, you don't have the finances.
You can't do it.
You know, you got to think about it. When you the AC unit break in the house, you got to pay for it. See, most people don't experience that. When you own a home or you're in the house, you got to pay for that stuff, man. Woo!
Yeah. And that's the difference from owning and renting, though. Too. When you own it, you got to fix it yourself.
You got to fix it
versus renting.
So you got to save that money.
The AC went out, and they got to send. By Arizona state law, you got 24 hours to send an AC
to come fix it. So y'all might want to move to AZ if you want to rent.
Yeah,
because they got to fix it in 24 hours, or you're gonna be a milk dud that's melting. Yeah. Anyway, back to you, Jay.
Yeah. It's real. It's
hot as hell, bro.
It gets to 100 degrees in like 30 minutes.
Yes, Lord.
Let's see. What was the other one? Oh, here's one we were talking about earlier. Remember, if you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
Okay.
Let's see.
Hey, look.
Hey, we were talking about this just.
Hey, look. This goes for men and women. So I'm not saying this from a standpoint of being crazy or biased or nothing like that. I'm just being real. If you could tell your young self what to do, I don't. And this I'm telling the truth. So y'all getting me transparent, right? I would say, and I told my kids this, so it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You should travel, not think about no kids, not think about no girl.
You ain't got no kids, eh?
You don't got no kids, you ain't got no girl, man. You can live your life. Go try all the different foods.
Yeah.
Like I would tell my young self, like, don't get caught up in the fashions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get as much nookie as you can. Get it out your system. No, for real.
You're gonna get married one day.
Yeah, because you're gonna get married one day, and but just make sure you keep your body count good, because you don't want to be messed up hey,
make sure you use protection.
Protect yourself, but have fun. Use your wang and your stuff is use it a little bit, right? Because then when you get older or you get into a marriage or you become committed to somebody, everything that revolves around your life becomes their life too.
Yeah.
So you can't take chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it 100. You can't take chances. So you get it all out when you're young, party, do everything, snort a line. I mean, everything that if you ever thought of, like, do it. I'm not saying that I've done it, because I've never done, I don't even smoke, I don't do nothing. But I'm just keeping it 100 with you. If you're going to do it, you do it all when you're young. But the most important thing is learn the value of $1.
Yeah, true.
Right? Because it goes back to, we can't get the time back.
We can't get time back.
So you gotta, you learn how to save. This for all my young cats. Learn how to save money. Like, don't get caught up in what Instagram. Don't get caught up in all that. Just save you some money, and also be a service to people, huh?
That's Instagram though now, or any social medias. People show these crazy lifestyles, so everybody wants to live up to that. Yeah, trying to be like the Joneses. You know what I mean?
And then you see,
everybody want to do that.
You know what's crazy? I tell you some of the craziest stuff in the world. Half the people, I'm telling you, this is the truth. Half the people that you see on Instagram, when you look at them, they be like, bam, you be like, oh my God. Yeah. But when I see them in real life, they are not even close to the picture that they paint. They like, they regular, normal people that go to call center jobs, and they just create this facade, and that's not what's hitting.
Yeah. What did the game say? He know Melissa Ford. She have a Honda Accord.
Hey, but it's the truth.
Hey, it looks amazing on camera.
It's the truth. It look good.
But are you really living that life? You know what I mean? And if you are, man, hey, maybe you've got a super high income, maybe, and if you do,
But everybody don't have that.
yeah, everybody don't got that, but everybody want to ball out and want to show
Yeah.
out. You can't live life like that every day. Now,
Man.
hey, have fun, have some fun. Like I'm not saying don't blow a check. Believe me, I've blown plenty of checks, but you can't blow every check. 'Cause-
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know how they always be like, "Let me show you how to do what I do."
yeah,
But if I show you how to do what I do, then I can't do what I do.
yeah. How you gonna
So
be
they-
able to do it?
Y'all believe that stuff, and I be like, God, there's people that actually
like,
fall for this
Let me
stuff.
show you how I made 100,000.
I
this
made
month.
They ain't gonna show you that.
Yeah.
You the 100,000. You the reason why.
Yeah.
You the
Yeah,
100,000.
Hey, you're about to pay him 500.
Man,
Hey, 20 times, and guess
man,
what?
no. Look, when I see those, I click off on them real quick. I'd rather see a midget stripper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see none of that. I go to social media for fun.
yeah.
Just to laugh at everybody, grandma, laugh at the kids, laugh at them, and that's all it is. I don't
I
think
that's
nothing
me too.
about
I
it.
like to see just real life stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, hey, we're barbers. I think, most of our feeds are going to be filled with haircuts and this and that.
Mhm.
And I love watching the haircut videos, but just the real stuff. I don't need to see someone driving a Ferrari. None of that.
I don't care about that.
It's just a car.
Yeah,
Hey, half these dudes are renting them anyways.
yeah,
Like, man,
and we know that.
Yeah, I don't even want a Ferrari, man.
It's
nah.
too much.
Yeah,
It
that's
costs
crazy.
too much. It costs too
Yeah.
much to take care of that stuff.
Yeah,
Just like old boy, remember Shy, the one that used to
yeah.
bring all his exotic cars up here and rent them on Turo,
Yeah, and you don't see
and then
him.
we'll see the dudes on Instagram, or we don't see his cars no more.
Hey, remember he always pulled up in that like little Honda or something.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bro.
You know what I think he used to do? I think he used to rent cars off Turo and then rent them to people.
That's pretty smart. Hey,
That's
making
high.
money.
Because think
a car,
about
rent to somebody else.
We never saw, you know what I'm saying? Like we never saw him.
Yeah. Hey,
Damn,
that's a
Jane.
little hustle.
That's crazy.
Hey,
See? We
See?
just figured something out, right? While we dealing with y'all. What's the other one, Jane?
let's see.
You got to answer it, bro.
Let me see. If I could tell my younger self anything, it's crazy. It is I did a lot of bad stuff in my life, and all the bad stuff that I ever did led to me meeting my wife. So if I go back and tell my younger self anything, I would say do it all over again. Do it all over again. And I wish I could say, I've thought about this a lot. And when I go back and I would love to say, hey, go harder, 10 times harder. But if I did, I'd probably be in prison right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say do it harder. I would tell my younger self to do exactly everything you did again, just because it led me to my wife, which led me to my family, which led me to my shop, to my other family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't change nothing. I would just say do exactly what you did, and piggybacking off what we talked about earlier, save, invest more.
Mm-hmm.
You invest more while you're younger, because I think that's where I didn't do a lot when I was younger. Is I didn't really invest. Like I say, I used to go buy Jordans all the time. I used to go buy, you get that tax money from Uncle Sam. You want to go and ball out at the mall. And believe me, I'm guilty of it too. But I would tell my younger self, or anybody younger, is, save some money, invest in some stuff, invest in, if it's stocks, if it's real estate, even in this day and age, I ain't saying go buy, an older car or whatever, but you can't, you can say you go and buy a Monte Carlo today, in 20 years from now, that Monte Carlo probably gonna be worth about 150 to
anywhere,
depending on what you buy. These cars are getting more rare and rare.
Because even Caprices is expensive now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's something like that. And you can take.
I never thought I'd see a Caprice.
Take it out on the weekend, but invest in something that's gonna hold a value, not just some Jordan. And Jordans, they do kind of, some of them do hold their value. Every Jordan ain't gonna hold its value. You might buy a shoe today and it ain't worth nothing when you put it on your foot. You know what I mean? No one's buying it from you after that.
Nah.
Versus, say, a Travis Scott, you buy it and I could wear it 10 times and someone's gonna pay me $400 or $500 for that shoe still.
Yeah.
That's just the way the shoe game goes. So, there are some things I would say to go back and do, but everything I would do the same way. I would just tell myself, hey, just invest a little more. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'd be a little further along in life. I know one thing is crazy. I've told the story a bunch of times. There was a house that we had seen years ago, and we got qualified to purchase the house. And the house was like, keep in mind, this is like 2000, 2001. I think the house was like 205, something like that.
Right.
You know, in this day and age, where houses are 400 or 500.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think this house was 205, but this house was like 4,000 square feet.
Right.
Huge house. At the height of the market, this house sold for like 1.2 million.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Right before the market crashed in '08. So I imagine if had we went through with the deal, you know, we backed out. I was young. I was real young. I was scared to get into this house and have this house payment because the houses at the time were like 160. So 160 to 205 is a big difference.
That's a jump.
You know what I mean? That's almost similar to a $400,000 to $600,000 house right now, give or take. So payment wise, it was, you know, $200-300 more, and money wasn't what it is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the payment was going to be like $800, but I'm going from, you know, a $600 rent to $800 payment.
Yeah, because the show was $650.
It's a big difference where I could have went and bought another house for $600 or pay this $8. It's like $8 and change. But I was like, I don't know if I could make it. And I would tell my younger self, hey, go get that house, hey, do it, sell it before the market crash, and I would have been a millionaire already. Just off of one house. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's all right. We're getting there. We're going to get there. Slowly but surely, you know, I got 2 properties and slowly but surely, you know, you stack them, build equity, you know, get another one, put a renter in it, build equity, get another one, put a renter in it, build equity. Eventually you'll have $1 million. You know what I mean? When you're ready to sell them, all said and done, you should be able to walk away with more than a couple $1 million realistically off a couple houses.
And then you get another one and then keep that.
Oh, sure, it died out on us. How it done? Let's see.
It was on a timer?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. There we back. Let that be light.
Hey, that's how you know. Hey, we're recording live. See?
Hey, that was God letting y'all know he was talking was real. If he was lying, the light wouldn't have came back on.
Oh shoot. Well, hey, what is it? I don't know.
Is it the
Is it because it's charging? Let's see. Let's try that. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it got too hot.
Oh yeah.
Because it would do that. I think if it gets too hot.
Huh.
Oh no, I think the battery died. There it goes. It should be on the plug. All right, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, we back. Hey, look, everything is in real time, man. We not doing no. Hey, this how we rock for real. What? Okay.
Hey, screw it.
Forget the light. So where we at?
Let's see. So that was the one. We do one more, or you want to do life advice? Finish it out with life advice. You want to do one more question?
One more question. Come on.
Let's see. Here's a good one. If you could have dinner with anyone or group of people, who would it be and why?
Wow.
This is hard because
this is hard.
It's anyone, anything.
You know what? I would. Okay. First, remember I told you who I was going to say earlier.
Yeah.
I was going to say Dolomite, right? Rudy Ray Moore, because, you know, I'm a fan. I'm a total fan. But if and this is dead or alive?
Dead or alive, don't matter. Hey.
Okay. Anybody. I would, Brad Jordan, bro. I would sit down and have dinner with Scarface, bro.
That'd be crazy.
Like that, because one, he's my favorite artist, one. But he's one of my favorite people that I watch. Him, it would have to be him. Oh, you know what? You said people, right?
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm a
group. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta keep it real. It would be Scarface and Trick Daddy. I think that would be the dopest.
What's the dinner menu going?
Oh, look, we know Trick Daddy gonna make sure it's pork on there. I don't eat pork. Scarface, I'm sure he don't eat pork. He might eat pork, but nah, he don't. I don't think Face eat pork. But I think that just to sit with those dudes, man.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy.
That's my bucket list. Like really, I want to meet Scarface, do a song with him, and meet Trick Daddy, do a song with him. And that's what the dinner would be about. Me sit down and talk to him, like, hey, can I get a song?
Let's try how to get this feature going.
Right? But
you know, it goes back to that question they say, would you rather sit down with Jay-Z and have a meal with him, or would you rather have $1 million? And you know, a lot of people jump for that million, not realizing, you can have a conversation with Jay-Z that might make you $1 million next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? if you have the right conversation.
Yeah, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. If I had a choice to take $1 million, to be, or sit down with Trick Daddy and Scarface, you can keep the $1 million.
Yeah.
You keep the $1 million because the minute I pay for the food, I'm a thousandaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the experience of sitting down with Scarface and Trick Daddy, I think just listening to those brothers and just being around them, I think it would be a perfect sit down, like, cause Trick Daddy a real dude and Scarface a real dude, and that would be, and I mean, it's a lot of people that, you know, that you wish that you could do it with, but if I'm being honest, those are the only two.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Like no Farrakhan's, no, you know, none of that. I enjoy watching them, but I actually hung around Scarface when he was doing the My Block thing in Chicago. He came to George's Music Room, and at the time I was working with doing security, and I got a chance to chop it up with him, and he was a real solid dude. And I never forget just the little 15 minutes of me cutting into him. It was like, wow. And then every time I look at Trick Daddy, I always say to myself, damn, Trick Daddy like that one cousin that you wish you had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, you just know. You hang with him, you don't get in trouble, but it's gonna be the best fun of your life.
You're gonna have a good time the whole time.
Yeah. Well, who would you pick, Jay?
Man, you know, it's crazy because to think that it's like, do you pick a celebrity? Do you pick a family member?
Right.
You know what I mean? And one person that's near and dear to my heart, my grandfather, for sure. I would make sure I could sit down with him
and chop it up.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is one of my fondest memories is they had like a Christmas dinner, and if I can get that day back, man, that was amazing. You know what I mean? Like the whole family there. You know what I mean? Everybody, but like I would, man, like say you say a group, I say if I get the whole family together for a Christmas dinner with no BS, no arguments, no.
So now you done went deep.
You know what I mean? Because, and you know, that's the crazy thing with family, with holidays, is there's always something, you know what I mean, why this person, that person can't come or whatever. Hey, they're coming, I'm not going.
Or they beefing.
Yeah, it's like, man, like, and I wish you could get it back to where, you know, like crazy, because I was younger, like my mom and them and some of my aunts, yeah, they might not get along, but when it came to holidays, none of that mattered.
They push it to the side.
Yeah, you push it to the side. And I think that, you know, I mean, as adults, I think that that's something we have to deal with, is especially when there's holidays and stuff, you got to remember what's really important. You know what I mean? Is family. You know, and that's why I say it had to be a whole family dinner, the whole family, my family, my wife's family.
And everybody
my barbers, my team, my other family.
And we all just kick it.
Just family where there's no BS, you know what I mean? Like the other day, you know, with my daughter's party, you know, everybody showed up.
And we had a good time.
We had a good time hanging out, watching the fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what it should be. You know what I mean? They should just hang out and you know, even if someone had differences, whatever, you put them to the side for the greater good of what's going on for the time. The time we can't get back. You know what I mean? Because God forbid, you know, I mean, somebody goes tomorrow, man, how you gonna feel? Man, I should have went to Thanksgiving, man. My grandma was there. My grandma's gone. Knock on wood. I love her. Hopefully nothing happens to my grandma.
Yeah, real talk.
But it's reality, man, and people don't show up because they're upset with somebody or something. What if you never see them tomorrow? You know what I mean? You had the opportunity, but you let your pride get in the way of you being able to sit down and have a dinner.
And have something special.
But if it had to be a celebrity or famous, man, I did a story on Martin Luther King as a kid, and I felt like he was so inspirational. You know what I mean, to a lot of people. The whole movement, you know what I mean, was amazing. Of course, you know what I mean. There's a lot of other people, but I think that what he did was great for American history in general. You know what I mean?
For people.
Civil rights is a real thing. People still fighting for civil rights till this day. You know what I mean? Even though everyone is free, people aren't really free. There's still racism going on. There's still a lot of stuff going on in the world to where I think, you know, people got to have these conversations, understand why is there so much hate? You know what I mean? Why is there still so much hate in this world based off of someone's color of their skin? You know what I mean? Because for me, you know, even being a barber, you know, we say it a lot, you know, a money don't got a color. It's just green.
It's green.
You know what I mean? It don't matter who it's coming from. You know what I mean? I'll cut anybody. I don't.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from. You know what I mean? I'm still going to cut you. I'm still going to respect you as a person. Now, a character of a person is totally different. You know what I mean? And that's why I said that what Martin Luther said, judge somebody by the character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not by the color of their skin. And I think that's so real that you got to judge somebody by who they are as a person, how they carry themselves. You can't just judge them based off of, oh, he's black, and then messing with that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's nuts to me. Yeah, like, you know, like I told you before, you know, I have black cousins. I got white cousins on my wife's side. We got some Japanese cousins.
Everything.
Like, man, I think, you know, in the next 20 years, I think everybody's going to be intermingled anyway. So it's like, how are you going to hate your own family?
Yeah,
like,
it ain't, to be honest with you, man, the crazy part about American society is they put you in a rat race first. So we all running around this maze and don't know where it's going to end because we, you know, the average person get controlled by dictatorship, which they say is not a dictatorship, which in reality we don't really have control over a lot of things, laws, all of the stuff that you know, not to try to go deep into that, but just keeping it solid, right? And we all are sitting in this in this maze, and we listening to all of this programming inside of the maze. You shouldn't go right, but the door is right here, and we listening like, damn. There go the door right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see the doors right there. They like, He said, don't go through that door. And you got cats that actually go through the door, and it changed their life. Yeah. And they realize, okay, I've been deprogrammed. I'm not a part of that system, right? I think the whole problem, and I don't know, y'all, tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but I think the whole problem is nobody thinks for themselves no more. Like everybody at some point of your day, or at some point of your life, somebody dictated the way you thought, and you had to break it, or either you just lived with the thought of it because it was comfort in it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of the stuff that happens with religion and racism and sexism and is a lack of taking a step into a place that's unfamiliar to you, and realizing that you have to grow outside of what you're being taught to be. Yeah. Like once people do that, then we won't be considered consumers. Everybody will start building and helping and pushing. That's what I feel. Yeah. Now, will that happen? We don't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's safe and it's comfort in people telling you what to do. Go to work, be there at 9. You're done at 5. Go to the grocery store. A loaf of bread is $4. If 100 people in that grocery store walk up to the manager and say, "Hey, why is this bread $4? We not paying $4." They gon' before that bread get in. And if nobody buys the bread, guess what? That manager gonna make a call and say, "Hey, in my store, the people that used to buy all of this ain't buying it because they said they don't want to pay for that."
They want to pay for that,
right? Yeah. We could change the demographic, but people won't do that because it's safe to be told what to do. Yeah. And that's what I feel, you know. And the cool thing, but here's another side of it though. The cool thing about each person in the world as individually, everybody has a dream. Yeah. And once they actually go through that door, it turns on that dream. You could be 60 and realize, I could do this.
I could do something else.
Or 9. You know what I mean? It just depends on when you take that.
Yeah.
You know, just like how
When
you
you
always
figure
tell
it out.
everybody. You know?
Yeah. I think that's is the crazy thing is like I sent you guys that little the video on Instagram the other day. You know, sometimes it's about the journey. You know what I mean? Like the dude's really he explains it so well how, you know, if you were given the option to be able to see or get to the goal already, get to you want to be a millionaire, if that you're just given it, hey, here you go, this is a millionaire, you wouldn't respect it. You wouldn't even respect the journey that took to get you there. You know what I mean? Like I say, hey, I'm not at a millionaire yet off of real estate, but it's the journey that got me here. You know, look, I had to go through losing out on $1.2 million deal at one point that I should have took, but I've learned from it. You know what I mean? You learn from that,
Lord knows.
and you keep going, and you build off of that, and the journey is amazing. You know what I mean? Because imagine if it was just given that early, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know where I would be at. You know what I mean? I don't know where my life would be at.
You probably would have went into real estate and not barbering.
Yeah, you might have done something else. I'd be like, man, I could just reinvest and go and just start flipping houses or something with that money. But who knows? You know what I mean? So you gotta respect the journey that you're on, and respect everything about it. You know?
And like he was saying, most people, if they knew what they would have to go through to get there, they wouldn't. They would change their mind on what to do. You know that you're gonna reach it. Yeah. But if you had to see everything that you went through,
you have to go. You have to go through a cell just to get there. Before a lot of people,
12 years in a cell.
A lot of people ain't gonna do that. They're like, nah, but not realizing that is gonna bring you to a different point in your life. Whatever it is, whatever the journey is laid in front of you, you gotta accept it, and you just gotta follow it. You know what I mean? Like there's some people going through stuff right now that, you know, they might be going through a relationship issue, domestic violence issues, and stuff like that, and you got to get through it and get over it and keep going, man, because we ain't done yet. Time ain't done yet. Hey, we got plenty of time to make your life right. You know what I mean? You got plenty of time to make more money. You got plenty of time to do other things. You just got to respect the journey and follow like a river. Just keep flowing with it, keep going with it. And I think that if people respect that journey, even going back to like the racism, respect the journey, I think eventually, like I say, you know, racism, it was, you know, 50s, 60s, you know what I mean? We're not that far from there. You're talking about a matter of, 60 years. And
now you got black billionaires.
Yeah, so imagine where the next 60 years is going to be, you know what I mean? I hope in the next 60 that the racism stuff is done with. You know, I hope and pray, because for our kids, for anybody's kids, it's got to stop, you know what I mean, at some point to where you can't keep doing this, people can't just keep hating one another based off of their skin color.
Facts.
You know, because there's more important things than the color of someone's skin. You know what I mean? It is crazy. I remember a shop I worked at, and one of the owners, man, and I remember a black guy walked in and he said, he's like, hey, you know, is that your client? And he
was scared.
And yeah, he was scared. He was one of my clients, and I was like, no, it's my boy, man. I got him right now. And then at the end, he told me, he said, bro, I don't trust black dudes. And I'm like, why? He's like, I got robbed by a black dude once. Like, so you don't trust black folks because of that? That's crazy, bro.
Like, you get robbed every day.
Yeah, like it don't matter. Like, it just happened to be a black dude that robbed you, bro.
Yeah,
like
it
could have been anybody, man. Like, you can't be scared of somebody because of the way they look, man. And I was like, bro, that's just crazy that you put every black folk in that same circle. You're about to get robbed.
But you know what's crazy? Think about this, Jay. Remember when I had my locks?
Yeah.
All the kids came in here. The little kids came in here. No adults were nervous, but the little kids were nervous. But
very nervous.
Guess what I thought about, Jay? Every time you look on TV at a black person that do something wrong, what do they have?
Yeah, you got the long locks on, the dreads on.
The dreads, and I was dressed like, you know, like. So when they saw it, they were like, oh, this is the dude that be fanning the gun, all the black kids came. I'm telling you, it had to be, Jay, because the minute I cut it, I even started dressing different after I cut it, not even thinking. And
the kid, it's crazy because the kids.
And now they love me.
Kids love Joe.
They love Uncle Jug.
Uncle Jug.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man.
But it's I mean, it's really what you see. You know, it's a lot of people don't understand. Like, we really not that different.
No.
You know, like nobody.
I think everybody comes from different backgrounds. We all raised differently. You know what I mean? Whether people Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Jehovah's Witness, whatever it is, you are what you are. None of that should matter. You know what I mean? The person is the person. The person is more important than all the other stuff.
You gotta have your own identity.
Who you believe in? Do you believe in God? Do you not believe? I don't think none of that really matters. Is that person a good person? Well, it even goes so when I go to higher school, obviously you can't even ask somebody about their religion or anything like that, but none of that should even matter, period.
Yeah, that don't matter.
Even when you meet a person, the person is the person. You meet who they are, you judge them like, hey, how are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just the simple things. And there's some really evil people out there in this world too. Some people that are just straight assholes. But
you gotta watch them.
And if they are, don't associate yourself with that unless you want to associate yourself with that. Me personally, I'm not. You know what I mean? I know Jugman ain't.
Nah.
You know what I mean? We got some people that we didn't have to kick them out the shop. Like, yeah, bro, we ain't cutting you. Just you're not a good.
If you go back and look at some of my videos, you'll see it.
You get it.
That boy was talking. He was talking shit that day, wasn't he, bro?
That boy was crazy. I mean, that's
a whole nother story.
Yes, we'll touch base. But that's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that. Like, dude came off wrong right from the start.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
I was professional.
Yeah, and all you were being professional with it. It was a no-show, and Jug was being professional with him. And Jug literally told this young man, "Hey, don't worry about it. Just next time, let me know." And dude just got so disrespectful, and you got to kick him out the shop. And like that person right there, bro, nobody wants to be around you. Hey, the shop didn't even want you here. Clients were telling you to leave.
Look, he went from calling everybody broke to making racial slurs.
Yeah, he said everything, man.
Man, it was crazy. And then the dude from the military, what was dude's name? The one that was sitting in your chair? Hey, he was pissed. He got him so mad. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah. Look, I'm gonna show. One day I'm gonna show y'all the video.
We should look that up because that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
even
wow.
Client was like, bro, you got to leave. It's time to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we didn't even have to get involved, which is amazing that
I just kept cutting.
Our clients respect the shop so much they didn't even want
them.
They didn't even want us to handle. They're like, hey, I'm gonna handle this.
I'm gonna handle it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's all we want.
Because that's the environment we
we want a great environment here, and we don't want no one to come in here and be upset. But at the same time, like, don't be an asshole when you walk in the shop, man. Like, that's crazy.
We'll see. Let's see. We'll
do the closer. The closer is life advice. I'll do mine first, man. I say put your faith before anything. Whatever it is, like we just said right now, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in, whatever it is you believe in, put your faith first before anything, man. I read a thing the other day. It said, and I sent to Audrey. You know what I mean? I think she needs it a lot too to hear stuff like this. Is, if you put God first before anything, first thing you do, wake up. If you put God first, everything will fall into place. And I'm a firm believer in that, man. Like, it is real. Put that first. If you believe in God, if you believe in Alvin the Chickmuck, I don't care what it is, man. Put something before anything else, before any dollar, before you wake up. Wake up and thank the earth that you're alive, because you didn't have to wake up today. You know what I mean? Be thankful for it and understand. Once you're thankful for it, believe me, the universe is going to give you everything. You know what I mean? The universe is going to give you what it is you need. You know what I mean? If it don't give it to you that day, believe it or not, you don't need it. You don't need it. It wasn't meant for you today. You know what I mean? You will get what's coming to you.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope.
You know what I mean? That's my life advice for anybody.
My life advice would be, if you're passionate about something, it don't matter. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. If you're passionate about something, my life advice, what I would give anybody is, make it an obsession. You got to be obsessed with things. You got to learn to be obsessed with whatever you want to be, or something that you want to become a successful at. You got to turn it into an obsession. If you're a producer, you have to become obsessed with producing to be a great producer. If you want
listening to music,
if you're a pastor at a church and you want to bring people in your church, you got to make it an obsession. You gotta preach when you're in your car. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta read, you gotta study people, you gotta
I think that's what like even preachers, you
Yeah.
see them in parking lots still
Yeah.
preaching to people
Yeah.
because they like you say they're obsessed with it so much
Yeah.
that they make it that
Yeah.
that's their everything. You know what I mean?
You gotta be upset. Like anything that you love deserves obsession.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be a good husband or a good wife, you got to get rid of all of the distractions and become obsessed with the person that you with.
Yeah.
Your kids. If you want to be a better parent, you got to be obsessed with being a better parent.
Yeah.
Because what it's going to do is it's going to create a habit. Anything that a person it becomes a part of who they are. They had to be obsessed with it first.
Yeah.
So being compulsive, you know what I mean, is a proven fact. All of the criminals in the world started off small, and it turned into an obsession. And that's how they became who they were.
Hey, start off knocking this store, that store, and also robbing banks.
And now you robbing banks, or you start off.
Imagine if you focus. If I always imagine them guys focused on something
positive.
You know, even like dudes selling dope. Like, man, if you focused on doing something else, you know, it's crazy. A lot of dope boys, you meet them and they're great rappers, or they're great hustlers. Imagine if you put that focus into designing your own clothing line and getting out to the world. You could be something big,
or taking the world that you appreciate, that you want to be a part of so much, and turning it into a visual, making the visual side of it, the cars and the clothes and showing that, you know what I mean? It's money in that too, but people aren't obsessed enough with, they're obsessed with money, but they're not obsessed with the idea of chasing what they love.
Chasing what they really like, what they're good at, man. You know, like barbering, like it's crazy. We're good at what we do, and even I think, like you already know this year. You know, I've been chasing these barber conventions, going to barber expos, competing. You know, I'm chasing the trophy. We're gonna bring a trophy home. You know, we're gonna bring a trophy home, and I'm chasing that. You know what I mean? That's my obsession right now. One of my obsessions is we're gonna get that trophy to bring it home. Hey, we'll put it right here. We'll interview the trophy or something.
Yeah.
But
hey, Mr. Trophy, how you doing today?
How you doing? Hey, you didn't like it over there.
You like it over here? You ain't like it.
Okay. That's brought you to Arizona.
You good here, baby. Just go ahead and sit there. We see you.
But it's stuff like that. You know, I think you got to be obsessed with something. You know what I mean? Find that passion that's going to drive you further into whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? For me, it's these events, going to these expos, meeting people. You know, we've met some great people.
We did.
We just went to Vegas and met so many amazing people. You know what I mean? Even at the Arizona Expo, we met some amazing people. You know, that's how I met Jackie, was the Arizona Expo. And then, you know, linked up in Vegas at her event. And it's stuff like that. You meet these people and you realize that the picture's bigger than you. You know what I mean? Making the connections that, you know what I mean? We're barely starting. You know what I mean? We've met so many people. Imagine next year if we just keep doing what we're doing.
What we doing?
The opportunities that we might get, even if it's not an opportunity for me, say you get opportunity, that's all I'm here for. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that everybody gets a great opportunity because of stuff that we're doing right now, stuff we're putting out.
You know, I'm gonna get okay. And you know what? I got some life advice. I got it. I've been thinking this for a long time. Yo, when you meet people, if they're good to you, treasure that. Like good people, you know, like somebody could be good to me and bad to Gene, or somebody could be bad to Gene and good to Jug. I mean, you know, vice versa, right? Yeah, ain't no Hennessy in here.
Flip-flop that.
We flipping it, right? But the whole point of it is Gene, my brother, so he good to me. If that person is good to me, then whatever good that I get from that person that Gene might not necessarily get from it, I'm gonna make sure that I share that goodness with my brother. Even if it has nothing to do, if their relationship ain't good. I'm gonna make sure that if somebody love on me, that I love on my brother the same way. So when you meet people, stop getting caught. I hate when people do this. You get caught up in to seeing people. Like I notice this in the barber world too. People will see cats beefing with each other, and say, "Damn, who's more important? Let me be cool with him because he's more important." Well, he's more important to everybody else, but this person might be more important to you as a person. He might be able to give you something. And if you have a relationship with a person, learn how to separate yourself from the visual or what you see in people, the facade of people, and deal with the person. Yeah. Because a lot of people lose out. Like a lot of people lose out. Yeah. Like when I met Jackie, and I was like, wow, it was crazy because I said, damn. And I got to be honest, when I first saw Jackie and I knew she was cutting Floyd, I was like, she probably hard to get a hold of, or she don't want to talk to. She ain't trying to talk to nobody. She don't care about.
Brush me off.
She don't brush me off.
But she don't. Hey, she's genuine.
Man, bro.
She's super genuine.
She hey, what's up? And she was cool with me, and her partner was real cool with me, man, and I was like, wow, she a good person, right? But I judged it off of popularity, and I assumed that I don't want to meet her. Yeah. And then when I met her, I was like, wow, she's such a dope person. And it's different because then you realize like, oh, wait a minute. You never know what you could get. You never know what a person can give you that you need. Sometimes it could be 2 words and you'd be like, damn, I needed that. And if you base it off of what you see, he ain't reachable. Yeah, they all reachable. You know what I mean? If you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's spread love. It ain't, spread love. You can't hate.
I heard a thing, it said, what did it say? If you tell yourself you can't do something or something, you're already not going to do it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
You already put it in your mind that, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I would love to learn how to ride a motorcycle, but I can't do that. Yeah. So you already told yourself, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not riding it.
I'm not riding it. You know what I mean? You got to just, hey, I'm going to do that. I'm going to meet that person. I'm going to do it. Man, with the dude from level 3, Jay Nori, man, like when I met him in Vegas, he was talking to somebody and I feel bad at the dude that I kind of cut off that he was talking to because I went over there and I just introduced myself to him and I had to tell him, thank you, because he sent the dude out here, Mr. Official, to do a beard class. And
I remember you took that.
And it was a free beard class, but I learned a lot by just going to this one class. I learned some stuff that I didn't even realize about doing a beard, and I learned it from him. So and I told Mr. Official, thank you at the class, and I told him again when I saw him out in Vegas, but then even when I met that dude Jay Nori, I told him, hey, thank you for sending him out here because he came on your behalf and he represented your brand very well. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's stuff like that. And he's like, thank you, shook my hand like a man. And I was like, man, like, you know what I mean? I just saw that was my moment. Let me just talk to this man. Let me just give him his flowers. Well, he can't, I can, you know what I mean? Because who knows? Someone might not have told him thank you for what he does. He might not even realize all he's done. You know what I mean? Him sending someone out here to do this free class, I learned something from it, which, I came back and I told you guys what I learned, showed everybody what I learned. And then that knowledge went to somebody else. And then I know one day you're going to show somebody that same knowledge. Yeah. You know what I mean? Based off of this one.
Off that interaction.
This one interaction that this man set up. You know what I mean? So.
You know what's crazy, Jay? You know how, shout out to Morano.
Yeah.
So that dude is a solid dude, right? Oh, yeah. And you know how long I've been watching him, and you know what I mean. And I think first of all, he's real important to the barber game, right? And I seen a lot of back and forth and little shots at him and all that, and it's like, I'm gonna say, because it's actual barbers out here that actually look at what he do, and we don't judge him based off of what public consensus think it should be. We look at the person. And he teach those, he teach and he show people stuff, and he go live and he's always giving out information and he's a graceful brother. You know what I'm saying? And me just extending love towards him and saying, hey, you know, I saw where he put the message that he was away, stepping away from the Coco brand, and he was following his heart and da-da-da-da. And I salute the brother, you know what I mean? It's not saying that Coco ain't a good company. And
he even says so himself. He said it ain't nothing about the brand.
It ain't about the brand. He's trying to build something that he's following his heart, right? And he's following his ideals and he's trying to take it to another level, right? And I salute the brother for that. And anybody that's knocking it and don't know the gist of every little thing that you know that transpired, even if nothing did. Yeah. You know, sometimes we need to just and allow people to room to grow because you never know where they're going with it. Yeah. So shout out to him and shout out to everybody that, you know, that's really trying to be a innovative person because it's hard to do it. You see how you've been around me and watching me develop my jug stuff, you know, my products and stuff. And
it's a lot,
man. It takes money, man.
It takes money. It takes time. It takes effort.
Went to London and, you know what I mean?
Hey, you got to sit there. You got to go smell the scents. You got to make sure
it's the product everything.
You there's a lot behind
man.
Some stuff that people don't, and that's what I say, you can't get the time back, but you invested into something and you find the passion to do that, you know what I mean? And watch when Jug gets to, Jug will have the line, maybe we'll do the line next time. We
could do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bring the line out, show everybody like, look, this is a product that this man done worked on for a while now. You know
what I mean?
Time. They're trying to get it, and people don't understand what really goes behind that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't, you know, that'd be like me being upset. Oh, this fool made a brand. Like why would I be upset? Like, man, you're supposed to support your brother. You're supposed to support.
Yeah.
You already know. I already say, hey, support your people in whatever they do. You know what I mean? Like the homie was selling some shirts. Hey, you go support them.
You support them.
Hey, $50 T-shirt. You know, I'm gonna support you, man. Hey, it is what it is. Because guess what? You come and get a haircut in my chair. Hey,
you
my price is my price. You're supporting
me.
Yeah. And that's what you should do with anybody that you come across, you know what I mean? Anybody you meet, if you respect them that much, you know, support their brand, support whatever it is. You know what I mean? Hey, like these brands, you know what I mean? The level 3 guys, the Coco guys,
they started off
the JRL guys. This is the reason I wanted to meet them when we got a chance to meet these guys, because I respect what they do. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for them, even they go to the Andes guys, to the Wall guys, you know what I mean? They're all these dudes are humble guys. And you got to show them the respect, because without those guys innovating, doing what they do, we wouldn't be able to have these amazing clippers. We wouldn't be able to put out these amazing. We probably could, because we could use them old cheap Walmart clippers, but at the end of the day, these make our jobs so much easier. So you got to respect it. Murano, the stuff he's doing.
Oh my God!
Like it's he created so many of these blades and the skeleton system that everybody was doing years ago. Like I remember when he first introduced it, and it's crazy how far
it came back full circle.
Yeah, it comes full circle. Now it's normal on a clipper to do.
You know what's crazy is a lot of people like. So I said to myself one time, I was driving and I was like, you know what? I'ma just. OG Walker had put up a message and was like, hey man, if y'all got any questions, just ask me, you know, I thought it was cap, right? So one day I'm riding and I'm like, let me just call him and just get some, you know, and just see how he put it. Yeah. So I called him, man. Hey, what's up, OG? What's up, fam? Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, your Jug? Yeah, man. Where you at, brother? Oh, I'm out in Arizona. I'm like, yeah, man. First of all, I want to tell you, I appreciate your product and da-da-da-da. He immediately was like, oh yeah, man, you could do this too, bro. Yeah. I was like, huh? It never crossed my mind that I would, because I had already was doing it here. Yeah. But he was like, yo, you can make it bigger. And I was like, man, you mind if from time to time I tap in? He like, bro, every time you call me, I'm gonna answer my phone, Jug. Yeah. I was like, wow. And then the other side of it was the owner of Four Mas. You know how I had bought stuff from him and they was just kicking everything off and a few things went bad, and every time I called that brother, he answered his phone. Oh, no problem, Jug. man, look, hey man, you want me to send them back to you? No, man. Keep them. I'm gonna send you my newest. And I was like, man, I ain't even want the new ones.
Yeah.
I like these, but then I got them, and then I was like, you know what? Let me buy his other stuff just to, you know, to show him love. But like I said that to say, like, you never know who's gonna be in, who's gonna when you going up that ladder, you get to the top and you looking down at everybody and you think that you King Dingaling, excuse me. But then you looking at the small fry and you telling him, oh, come on. But shit, even Ali lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know who you meet going up and when you coming back down.
And who's gonna help you?
Like I'll tell you like this, bro. If I saw, which Lord, I would never wish this on nobody, but if I saw 4 Monsters of Company folding, or OG Walker, any Morano, any of them brothers, if I saw something happening with them and I was in a position to where I could save them, there's no way I would even let them brothers go. I would never let my stairs go above their stairs to where I would keep them at that place because that's what's important. Like even like how you do with everybody. You know,
I think that's a lot of people don't understand is there's people you can meet that can really help you, elevate you, and keep in mind there are some people that probably ain't gonna help you. You know,
facts.
You know, I've told you this. Sometimes I've reached out to like shop owners, asked them, you know, hey, what would you do about this, that, and they don't even get back to you, which is crazy. But then there's some that do, you know what I mean? Like, remember we had Famous in here the other day for that class.
Famous a cool dude,
and that's why I said, like I told everybody, look at Famous. I didn't reach out to Famous about advertising, and you know, he gave me his point of view on it, what works, what don't work, and I respect the man because, you know what I mean, he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? I hadn't even met the dude. I just literally messaged him through Instagram. You don't know who you will, who won't talk to you, who, you know, if you don't take that shot, you know what I mean? They say miss 100 shots you don't take. Take the shot, man. Take the shot. Take the shot, and that person you might meet might give you some advice that's going to help lead you to where you need to go to in life, man. It might lead you hey man, hey OG, how did you know what I mean? Who do you go through with like for packaging? Who do you do this? Hey, you know, I use this because, you know, this company, you know what I mean? It made it streamlined so I don't got to do it. And then, you know, the jug man, like, you know what, let me hit up that company.
Let me hit that company.
And then I ain't even got to do this no more and make my products, and boom, you go from there. It could be something like that. And people don't understand, they just don't, you got to take the shot sometimes, man. I think that's important, you know what I mean? Especially when you meet people, keep in mind there are going to be some celebrity barbers, influencers that when you meet them, hey, they kind of brush you off, which, hey, it's understandable. It's okay. It's okay. They're going through a different phase in their life. And guess what? You know what? Don't think of them any less. Just understand, believe me, when you get to be that celebrity, famous barber, believe it, hey, they might be wanting to get your handshake now. They might want to meet you.
And then too, I feel like every person that does something that's about to give them a big breakthrough, or once you get your big breakthrough, I think everybody deserves a point in their life where they're selfish.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to be selfless, but sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to say, hey man, this right here is all I have. So I have to protect this and make this the best, whatever it is, this right here.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you pieces of me later.
Yeah.
But while I'm grinding and I'm doing this, please don't reach into this dog bowl because I'm gonna bite your hand, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite it because at this point you gotta understand we two dogs going into the same bowl.
Yeah, we're both trying to eat off that same plate.
So you gotta respect people's space while they coming up and while you coming up, because you might not look at it like, oh, I'm stepping on this man's toes. But at the same time, you have to understand, like, everybody deserves a selfish moment where it's my steak.
Yeah.
You want
this is my platform.
Go over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people don't understand, like, this is really my brother. Like, this is really his company. This is True Blends. This is him. This is the house that Jane built. Right?
And my wife, you gotta
and look, watch this. Because you know it's coming. ND. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? And they together, like he built the system as far as us barbering, but she built she helped the aesthetic, she helped the love in the shop.
Yeah.
She put her heart and soul in here just like him, right? And I would never downgrade this for Jug, because this is the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
And he just so happened to play on the team that he owned, but we still Jordan and Pippen. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
And if, respectfully, when you got love for somebody, you supposed to, they say, you never come second. Well, no, it's a such thing as two number ones, right?
Yeah.
It's the number one that contributes, and it's the number one that backs the person that contributes. So I'm a number one over here, and he's a number one over here, but this is what him and his wife built, and I'm a team player for what they built. And I love them for it. I like for real. Like, I don't want y'all, man, look, let me tell y'all something. All jokes aside,
that's what we want to do. Hey, make sure we provide a good place.
Yeah, this is my brother. Like outside, look, 10 years from now, this is my brother. Like, it ain't, because we already 5 years in, so this ain't no fluke.
Hey,
like we doing this. This is we rowing this boat together. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. And hopefully we could create bigger opportunities. But the truth of the matter is beautiful that I'm able to support my brother. This is my brother, and I love him to death. Y'all, for real, this ain't no cap or nothing. This is real life conversation. This is what we do every day. We laugh. He done picked me up off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like it really happened. Like we this shit funny. So look, I was one day we was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut this homeless dude hair. And while I was cutting his hair, I had on gloves, but after I took the gloves off, I had a cut on my finger, and I got an infection because the dude hair everything was bad on the dude. So after the cut and me washing them and getting them right, I got a infection in my hand. I go to the hospital, get the antibiotics and everything cool, get the check, and they telling me I'm cool. Okay, cool. I ain't got nothing. Bam, we good. So they give me two. they supposed to give me one antibiotic, but they gave me two, Gene. So I come to the shop. I'm cutting hair. This dude tripping with me in the chair, and I'm like, "Look, bro, I'm getting woozy."
Dude, that was crazy. I forgot about it. He was
remember?
On you.
And I had to cuss him out, and I was like, "Look, get the hell out of my chair. Man, look, that's it. I can't do nothing else for you." Man, I go to the back where we eat at. Next thing you know, everything is going black. Boom. And lo and behold, I'm yelling for Gene. He thought I was joking because I always be yelling and making noises, but he must have heard it in my voice. And I promise y'all, before I could hit the ground, Gene caught me, boom, boom, make sure it was good. And what was crazy was I'm allergic to penicillin. So if he wouldn't have never even paid attention because the music, shit, I could have died in the back. We ain't never talked about it with nobody or nothing. But, he made the phone call. I went to the doctor. Everything was cool. But we have real life stories and this stuff we're going to talk about
real stuff
on this show. We done been through some stuff, and I just want y'all to know that Gene a solid dude. Like y'all, like what y'all see is what y'all get. He's a hard working guy, bro. He worked so hard and he do a lot he's doing a lot of stuff to actually give us a real good solid face. I ain't saying nobody don't make mistakes and stuff like that, but he's one of those people where when he make a mistake, if he do something and he's not comfortable with it, he'll tell you, "Hey man, I was wrong, but let me recalibrate and I'm gonna do this."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You got to make it right. Yeah.
you got to make it right. So just like I said, man, I know we've been on this for a long time, but I just got to give my brother his flowers because, you know, a lot of people don't do that. And as men, we need that. We need, you'll be surprised that something as simple as just telling a person you love them or you appreciate them, that shit go a long way.
It goes a long way.
Yeah,
Man.
we do it all the time.
I tell you, that was for me when I met that dude. I had to tell him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really felt like I owed it to him, you know what I mean, to give someone like that. And I appreciate you, Jug. Hey, I
No, you my dog. The Jug, man, the G. Y'all, hey, this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Man, you know, what's cool is for years, man, I really didn't, you know, I got a lot of partners. Me and my brother, I got other brothers. We cool and close, but it was always based off of something. And we always met in circumstances. It was never a situation to where somebody saw a talent in me and said, "Hey, brother, hey, come. I'm gonna share my space with you, and I want to build with you, and let's see what we could take this to the next level." Right? And that's what Gene did with me. It wasn't, "Hey, man, I want to hire you for my shop." Da, 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 da. No, he reached out to me and said, "Hey, look. Hey, brother, let's build with each other, man. I see what you're doing. I think we could do this a little bit better. And I think you don't even really understand how dope you are. Let's do it." Yeah. And ever since we've been rocking, huh,
it's
Jay?
crazy, you know, you didn't help the shop grow to where we're at now. You know, we're 8 deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it goes so that, you know, you play a detrimental part to the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's where, you know, guys respect you, and Audrey, women too. They respect you that whatever you know, hey, they come to you like, "Hey, Jug, well, how would you fix this? How would you fix that?" You know, I was having a little issue with this haircut, with this dude's hair. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. They respect you so much that I think that you play a vital part in our success. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you put your input in there. You know what I mean? And you're gonna put your input in there. I don't even have to ask you. You're gonna do it. And even there's sometimes where I'm cutting and you see somebody might be struggling, and you're like, "Hey, man, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that." Yeah. You know what I mean? And I respect you for that because, you know, I got to commend you for that. You know what I mean? You go above and beyond what most barbers wouldn't even do. Like, there's a lot of shops, people might see a barber struggling, they're not going to help them. You know what I mean? They'll listen, "Hey, man, I'm making no money off of that."
And it make you look better too. Like, I mean, not saying what I'm doing is making me look better, but I'm saying, like, when certain barbers see they the prize of the shop, it feels they want to keep that face of being the prize of the shop. So they don't. A lot of cats won't help nobody because they like, as long as I'm the premier person, everybody gonna come to me. But it's like, shit, you can't cut every head.
You can't cut everybody.
Yeah, man. So you may as well create a space for everybody to flourish, and that's shit, man. Look, we all gotta win, and because if a win ain't a win if everybody ain't winning.
Yeah, you got one person losing,
we losing.
It's impossible.
If one person lose, we lose, and that's what it is, man. Shit. I can't see it. Well, so what you at?
I think that's it. We close up. Like, subscribe, follow, leave the comments with any questions. Right, leave the questions. We will answer the questions. Make sure you follow us. Follow us. Everything will be on YouTube going forward. We'll put some snippets on Instagram, but you're gonna have to. Hey, you want to watch the video? You're gonna have to go on YouTube and watch
check us.
Check us out on YouTube, man. Follow us. Let us know you really care about what we're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're doing it outside of our time. We can't get our time back, but we'd rather give you the time.
Yeah. And if y'all want to, so look, leave in the comments. We're gonna start doing this. Tell me what y'all want me to drink. Like, for real. This ain't no liquor or nothing.
I'll tell you some kombucha.
But some kombucha. Hey, that stuff nasty,
that
bro.
That's horrible.
Look. And don't be acting crazy telling the Jug, man. But if y'all got a special drink that y'all drink, y'all want me to make a concoction or something, man, tell the Jug, man, what y'all want me to put in the black cup. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put you some Hallerhead in there.
Black Cup Boys, huh?
Put you some Hallerhead in there.
Hey, that's the banana stuff?
That's the banana flavor.
Oh, man, y'all, man, look. Hey, Gene got this. Oh, man, that stuff's so good. Anyway, we ain't finna talk about that. Y'all know what it is.
Like, subscribe. I'm Gene.
I'm Jug.
Hey, we're out. Peace. All right. That's a good episode.